Hello, everybody. Hopefully everybody can see us and hear us.
Yeah.
Hey, Micah.
Hi, Andrew. Such a long time it's been since we spoke.
Yes, unfortunately we've lost two of our co-hosts to an unknown illness. No, but Laura is actually going to be on in a minute. She's just getting off work. And it looks like everybody can hear us. We're getting comments. Yeah. So excellent.
Eric is another story, though. I'm starting to become a little bit skeptical about where he is.
What's going on with him. Yeah. He told us like midweek, about this time last week, that he wouldn't be able to be on the upcoming episode. And we were like, okay. And now he's coming back tomorrow to Chicago, but apparently he's on the road right now. Kind of unfortunate timing with, the coronavirus. Hi, Laura.
Hey, Laura.
Check your mic, Laura. We can't hear you.
Oh. Hi.
That's the reason why.
That's the reason why. I have been in meetings all day for which I've not been using this microphone, so I was on autopilot.
Uh-huh. What do you think of our fancy new live streaming setup?
I love this. I love the crawler across the bottom. I feel like we're, a news outlet or something.
It's a stock ticker. A ticker you actually want to look at right now.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Let's not talk about that.
I can make all kinds of things. Like I can do that.
Ooh.
And then
we are live, Laura, just so you know.
Yeah. Oh, I know. I see I see the live thing. What, Micah, did you get the sense that I was about to let some stuff out?
Well, you never know. I'm looking out for you here.
I appreciate you.
I mean, it happens. We let too much out into the air sometimes.
It does happen.
So we thought we would do this hangout because it's been a crazy week and we just wanted to get together and forget about the world for a little bit. Obviously, the news is very scary, and something like this is perfect because we can self-isolate, but still socialize.
That's right.
Mm-hmm. Micah and Laura, I think, are both are work from home now, right?
Yes.
Dang.
Yep. Mm-hmm. So we fully appreciate what you go through, Andrew, on a day-to-day basis.
Yeah, this sucks.
See? Thank you. I talk about this all the time on Millennial. Nobody understands it. And now you're all living in hell with me. So welcome.
And I'm only on day 4? Day 4 of work from home.
Of how many? Probably weeks.
Yeah, I mean, at least till the end of March.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So it's going to last a while. Obviously, coronavirus has changed the world, not just us working from home and doing these midweek live streams, but it affected the Wizarding World. And on the most recent episode 457. By the way, maybe I should say I am having a cocktail right now. So
my God, Andrew.
If I'm a little off,
there
could be why.
This is a family-friendly show. What are you doing?
Did I say
you could have sipped that the whole time. Nobody would have said anything.
I meant mocktail. Well, I just want to let everybody know because actually I let my boyfriend pour this, which is probably a mistake. It might be stronger than I would have wished it to be. But
I saw he was doing your makeup before the show.
No, I was doing my makeup.
Oh, you were doing
What?
What did you use, Andrew? I know
I use so here in StreamYard, we don't have that lovely face filter that Zoom gives us, the touch up my appearance setting. So I have to, this is just a little touch up thing, Neutrogena.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I don't know. Why? We shouldn't even be talking about that. My face is perfect naturally.
No, I'm not. It wasn't that. It's that I love makeup and I was just curious.
Nothing special.
Okay.
So coronavirus has affected the world and it's affected the Wizarding World. And on episode 457, we were discussing all the things that have closed. And now on the episode, we were like, Fantastic Beasts 3, it's going to start filming on Monday. Well, they have since postponed those plans and now they don't know when they're going to start filming. If ever.
I love that Pat's in the comments. He said he didn't make your drink that strong, so I don't know what you're talking about, Andrew.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Maybe I should go to the other tab because I feel like I'm going to get distracted reading all his comments.
Yeah, I haven't been looking at the comments. This
what
is
kind
distracting
of cocktail
now.
is it?
It is a gin and a Costco seltzer water. So nothing particularly special. Yeah, so okay, can I finish my story already?
Okay,
so
go
okay, so Fantastic Beasts 3, interestingly though, this is the second time it's been postponed. Of course, they were supposed to start shooting last year, and then they decided to rewrite the script. It got pushed a whole year. Now this is the second time it's getting postponed. It's kind of crazy.
Yeah, maybe it'll be good for it. I don't know. Maybe they actually needed more time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, they all went home and now they're gonna do nothing, I suppose. But yeah, so what?
Didn't I ask you this during the show? This is filming at Leavesden, though, right? This is not down on location in some part of Brazil.
Mm-hmm. But like, did they film the Crimes of Grindelwald scenes in Paris? Are they actually going to go to Brazil for Brazilian scenes?
I doubt it.
Mm-hmm.
Why would they?
So,
I mean,
they're just
so
going
much
to build Brazil at Leavesden, like they did with New York City.
Right.
I mean, they built New York City there.
Yeah, and I mean also
exactly.
this is a period piece, so like it's in the 20s and 30s.
Mm-hmm.
So they need to make it look to be of that vintage anyway. So why not just build it and then use CG for the rest?
Yeah, yeah. And now the studio tour is closed, which was right next to where they're actually filming. And my God, I would not want to film in a studio right next to a studio tour where people were potentially walking through with coronavirus, you know? So they should have.
I would just like to call out Mr. Firebolt 48 in the chat talking about the way that they just screwed over Queenie.
Justice for Queenie.
Yeah, no, seriously. I'm still that was one of the things that I was most upset about in that movie was like, so you set her up one way in the initial film, and then in Crimes of Grindelwald, you just completely pull the rug out from under her character.
Yeah, yeah. Well, yeah, now we're left wondering, is she going to side with Grindelwald? She probably will.
Well, she kind of already has, right?
Yeah. But I guess in the forthcoming war, will she fight? I don't know.
She'll probably start initially with him, and then he's going to do something really messed up, like kill Jacob, and then she'll go back to the light side.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's a good theory. Jacob is going to die at some point in these movies because we all love him, and Jk Rowling's just going to tear him out from under us.
Yep.
And
it's what about the character that we read about, the last name Kowalski?
What about? Oh, you're saying that he's a descendant of Jacob?
Character on Pottermore or Potter No More, whatever it's called.
Well, maybe they reproduce before that happens. Maybe they reconcile. You know,
no
things happen.
No,
and then he dies.
Another orphan.
Jacob is going to die. He is the Muggle, and it's gonna be a comment on how war causes the loss of innocent lives.
You know, I am glad though I got his Bakery's T-shirt beforehand though. I'm gonna actually try and find that while we're recording here. It's a great T-shirt.
Why didn't you come prepared like me and wear it in advance?
What
my
are you
Slytherin
wearing?
Spirit jersey. This was from the I brought this up in the 2019 holiday guide from Box Lunch, and it's got the Slytherin traits inside the collar. Podcaster is one of them.
Oh,
yeah, for real, and sexy. So we thought to kick this off, we could do like a bit of a show and tell because we're on video and everybody's tuned in. And thanks everybody who's watching live right now. And this will be available for playback later for those who it's late at night wherever they live. Should I go first?
Sure.
So I have one genuinely prized possession, and it's a signed copy of Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince from Jk Rowling. You know, we bring this up on the show from time to time. Apparently, I was at an event where Jk Rowling signed all of our Harry Potter books. Laura gave Jk Rowling a MuggleCast t-shirt, and she was like, "Thanks, burn this to her publicist.
I don't think she felt that way at that point.
No. But yeah, so apparently I was at that, but I don't know where that copy of Harry Potter is. And that's a real bummer because, it's a signed copy.
Find the shirt. I'll be back. Keep talking.
Okay, well, he's missing my big reveal. What the heck? So Laura, well, while Mike is not here, I'll clue you in on something. Or I'll retell this story. Do you remember back when Half-Blood Prince came out around 2005? I was basically running MuggleNet at that point.
Yes.
Like Emerson had gone off to college, but then Emerson got to go and do the interview with Jk Rowling, in support of release for this book. And fine, that's cool. But he had told us or something that he was going to be. Maybe he told us once he got back that he had X number of copies of this book signed by Jk Rowling, and he wasn't offering them to any of the staff. He did. So I was like, well, is he going to give me one of those copies? Like, I'm running the site. That's the least you can do for me right now. And I actually asked him and he said yes. But like, if I didn't ask him, I never would have had this. So anyway, so here's the copy, Half-Blood Prince UK edition, signed by Jk Rowling herself. And what's cool about this is she actually signed it in her home office where Emerson interviewed her. So it's doubly cool because it was actually in Jk Rowling's house.
Yeah, that is really cool. I'm gonna be tonight's disappointment. So I also have a signed copy. I have the copy of the UK version of Deathly Hallows that I actually bought when we all did our live show in Waterstones in London for the Book 7 release. It was the book that I read in our hotel room, the book that I cried all over when certain things happened. And that was the book that I asked Jk Rowling to sign. It's actually at my parents' house. And because of quarantining, I can't go get it.
Well, you could make an exception just this once. Just have him put it in the box.
But no. Laura, it's not like you've been living in your place for like years at this point. How have you not gotten that over to your place by now?
I don't have a good excuse. It's like every time I go to visit, it's still on their bookshelf. And my mom's like, don't you want to take that with, because they have all of my UK editions.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, oh, I want to be careful with them because, I haven't, like the other ones haven't actually been opened. The one that it has been read, it has been signed. So I'm just like wanting to be careful with transporting them.
Yeah.
And then just every time I'm coming home, I never think about it. So if this whole debacle has taught me anything, it's that I'm going to get my Harry Potter books back.
But then you also have a letter.
I do. So I have a signed letter from Jk Rowling. This was it 2007?
2008.
2008. There we go. Mike is like, I have dates. I have receipts.
Well, we started kicking around the idea of writing to Jk Rowling, right?
Mm-hmm.
Who started that conversation?
Me.
Okay.
You see that?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So Micah has a very nice copy of it. And that is also at my parents' house.
Well, see, at least I could back you up here, Laura.
Yeah.
Her real copy is sitting at her parents' house. Oh.
I just tell myself that's the real copy to feel better that I don't have a copy of a copy up on my wall. Yeah.
Guys, I've never seen this real thing.
I mean, you have. I took a picture of it and sent it to you.
No, you know what I mean in person.
I see. Well, come down to Atlanta. You can come to my parents' house and see it.
And Laura, you should have made us copies of that letter. Come on.
I offered to make copies of the letter. Nobody wanted them.
No.
That's what I did. I just printed it out, put it in a frame. Nobody knows the difference.
Yeah, I guess it would be the same thing. So why not just do that?
Yeah.
Although Kevin is on it. It's me, you, Laura, Kevin.
Not even Eric?
No, not Eric.
I'm not sure.
Good thing he's not here.
Genuinely, I remember when we got that. letter because I was like, why isn't Eric on here?
Oh my gosh.
We signed it from
or Ben or
Ben maybe wasn't involved.
Ben was not involved
at the time. Yeah.
Yeah.
But Eric surely was.
Eric. Yeah.
Jamie?
So was Jamie on the show anymore?
This is 2000. Well, let's think about when we probably sent this versus when she actually responded.
That was the thing. So she didn't actually. So we sent this when I was a senior in high school.
Mm-hmm.
We got the response when I was a sophomore in college.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
What took so long?
I'm sure. I mean, she says something in the letter about how her mailbag was so full. Yeah, read it, Micah.
All right. It says, Dear Kevin, Laura, Andrew, and Micah, first of all, I must apologize, and this is in caps, very much indeed, for the ridiculously long wait for a response to your wonderful letter. My excuse, such as it is that my postbag has swollen to almost unimaginable proportions since I finished the 7th Harry Potter book. This caught me off guard, and I have been struggling to catch up with my ever-expanding backlog for the best part of a year. I loved hearing from you directly at long last, even though you didn't come on the show. What can I say to you in return, except that you will never know how much I valued, treasured my articulate, opinionated, funny, loyal, perceptive, argumentative, and hugely entertaining fandom, as exemplified by the MuggleCasters, as personified by you four.
Aww.
Finishing, and this seems like it's just like thrown in there. It's not very personalized. Finishing the series was both wonderful and traumatic for the author. She couldn't say for me. I had lived with these characters and had known them intimately for so long that I felt a sense of true bereavement when it hit me that I could not go and visit Hogwarts anymore. For 17 years, I lived in and loved Harry's world, and much as some readers will doubt me when I say it, nobody felt the ending quite like I did. The one great positive for me was that Deathly Hallows is my favorite of the series. It's the book I wanted it to be from the outset, and while I knew I could not please everybody, I did please myself. I do hope, though, because I'm still a very insecure writer, that I pleased people whose opinions I value, which most certainly includes you.
That's sweet.
With lots of love, Jk Rowling.
Yeah. I will say hearing that again did give me goosebumps. Also wanted to note that with that letter, I don't know if you guys remember this, but we included a bracelet. So we actually sent Jk Rowling a charm bracelet. It was really beautiful. I have no idea if she ever wore it, but I definitely saw pictures of her later wearing a bracelet that looked kind of like the one we sent her. So
really?
In my headcanon, I like to think that she wears the bracelet that we gave her.
Why not? Just pretend that. That's fine.
Yeah, it's whatever.
Let's go through a couple comments here. Julie Ann said, someone said Micah's curtains look like a pair of pants, and now I can't stop laughing. Yeah, I see that for sure. Micah's pants. They're the new Laura's pants.
Yeah.
Maybe those are Laura's pants.
Maybe.
Micah, did you never send me my pants? At least Eric sent me my pants.
He engorged them and hung them on his window.
Yep. That's not weird.
Yep. Nope.
Yeah, it's awkward.
M. Jean P says, Micah, can you give us some Southern Hagrid?
Ooh.
Yeah, I need something to read though.
Read the Jk Rowling letter.
Southern Yeah, I'll come up with some Southern Hagrid before the show is over.
Okay, don't forget. Don't let Jean down.
It's when you least expect it.
Andre says, I'm so shook by y'all's internet connection. That shit is crystal clear. Well, thank you. I think we can credit StreamYard with that. Zoom sucks.
Yeah. US is good for something these days.
The internet is working for now.
Yeah.
Oh, and Samuel said, I have a signed copy of The Casual Vacancy. It was the book that my now wife was holding when I first met her, and then she got me that signed book as a wedding present.
Oh my God, that is so adorable.
Sweet. Yeah.
I love that.
Okay, so I don't know if I've ever showed this, but this could actually get me in trouble. So
it's a great way to start.
If Warner Brothers is watching, please tune out now.
Oh, you stole something, right?
Maybe, but I'm not showing that. I'm showing something else that they'll be less mad at me for. I didn't steal anything, Michael. What are you talking about? So I was very, very lucky to be involved with MuggleNet in the mid 2000s. And I was able to go to the set of Harry Potter a couple times while they were shooting. And Deathly Hallows, of course, final movie. So when I go, I'm like, I need something to remember this. And I was there for a night shoot. It was the scene where McGonagall comes out of Hogwarts and says, man the castle, man the boundaries, do your duty to our school. Awesome line, right? So it was really cool to be there for that. And then on movie sets, they have these things called call sheets. And it's basically the day's rundown, the cast who's going to be there, when they're going to be there, how they're going to get to set, when lunchtime is, like all these details. And I saw one laying on the ground, and it accidentally ended up in my pocket, and I still have it today.
That's totally fair.
Here's a call sheet from Deathly Hallows. You can see night shoot. I'm not going to put it too close to the camera because there's, info on this that might be kind of important. But maybe, I don't know. But this was March 2010. So this was 10 years ago, funnily enough. But yeah, it's really cool because it shows all the scenes, all the people involved, and so many other things that I don't really know what they're about. But March 27th, David Thewlis was going to be flying from Berlin to London. Yeah. So anyway, took that from the set of Deathly Hallows, and shouldn't have said that.
I love that.
All right. Well, I also have something here from back in the day. This is from the 2009 Podcast Awards. It is our award.
Classic.
For Best Entertainment Podcast.
Yeah, those were the good old days when there were podcast awards.
Andrew, do you have our first one from, what was it, 2006?
I think so, yeah. But I think it broke in half. Like, did you see the two parts of that on Micah's? Yeah, they weren't very high quality trophies, reflective of the state of the podcasting industry at that time.
Well, Eric's always asking for one, so you can just send him half, unless you threw it out.
I'll glue it back together and give it to him then.
But not until he's quarantined himself for at least 14 days.
Yeah, we were just talking about that at the top of the show.
We don't know where he is right now. We're starting to get worried. Aiden says, I love Laura's hair.
Thank you.
When did you last get it colored?
January.
Okay.
Yeah. So
it might be a while. So
yeah. Well, thankfully, I only get my hair done like 3 times a year. So it's expensive.
Here's a question from Julianne. Do you think the Harry Potter store in New York City will now get delayed? Micah, you've been excited for that.
Yeah, I think there's probably I would assume a lot of the construction's probably already done, right? But as far as like a grand opening, yeah, I would think it's probably going to get pushed back.
Yeah. Or at least that, yeah, it's a bummer because I was going to come back that way around June. So I thought maybe you and I could go, but
yeah,
we don't know how long this is going to be going on for. That's the really scary part, and how many people are going to get sick and die. So yeah, uncertain time. Less Than Stace says, I'm 8 months pregnant and my baby just must like your voices because she just started kicking. Ah.
Either that or she doesn't.
Yeah, she's mad.
She's like, shut up.
Put that on mute. I don't like
Eric?
people who accidentally steal things. Where's Eric? Laura, do you have anything for show and tell?
No, as I told you, my two show and tell items are at my parents' house.
You go ahead, Micah.
No, I found the shirt if people want to see it. The fantastic yeasts and where to find them.
Yeah, let's see it.
Bakery. See that?
Nice.
Oh, I love that. That's cool.
So funny story. I bought this shirt at LeakyCon in Boston, and first day I was wearing it, I was going back up to the room, and why am I blanking on the name of I did this last time. I think I told this story. The actor who plays Jacob Kowalski.
Dan Fogler.
Dan Fogler, yes, who is also in Boston, gets into the elevator with me. Luckily, I had a jacket on because I was like, went like this because I just thought it'd be so weird for him to see that shirt, see his face on a shirt as we're riding up in the elevator together. So
I think he'd love it.
Yeah. He probably would have been like, nice shirt.
Yeah. I mean,
True.
he loves doing interviews and he's very open to coming to lots of fan conventions. So I think he'd be cool with it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he's probably used to it too.
Mm-hmm.
Do you guys agree with this? Farden says Andrew looks too much like the Weasley twins from this angle.
I don't know.
I don't have red hair. Maybe Farden's talking about Laura.
Maybe. And I'm Andrew.
Yeah.
What else?
I also have this ticket from the premiere of Goblet of Fire. This was back in 2005. This theater is no longer in New York City, so this is extra special. The Ziegfeld Theater, it closed down a couple of years ago. That was my first premiere, and this was a big night for us because this was the night of our very first MuggleCast Live. It was a leaky mug, and we did it in Barnes & Noble, Union Square, which is still there. We had a lot of people come out, and it really surprised us. We did not expect so many people to come out, and that was the first time actually meeting listeners. And I was just 16. Mikey, you were there too, I think.
Yeah. No, I think it was the first time a lot of us met in person.
Yeah.
Kristen was there.
Mhm.
Eric like got stuck at a Disney store. Do you remember that? He went to pick up something for somebody. He was in his robes.
That's very. It's very Eric.
Like working his way around New York City in his Gryffindor robes, which still fit to this day, which is shocking to me.
Yeah.
Because he was what? Same as you, right? 16, 17?
Yeah, we're the same age. Mm-hmm.
Now
we're yeah, he wears that. He wears that cloak everywhere, even in like the Orlando heat, and it's I can't imagine wearing that in the Orlando summer heat.
There's also this, right?
Go live.
People were wondering what this looks like. They hear it from time to time on the show.
Uh-huh.
That is the goat. There's also this goat, which somebody sent me the other day.
Aw. But we don't know who. We need to find out.
Yeah, Eric, come on, man.
Person who mailed the goat, please come forward.
In the comments, Justin is calling out the famous moment from the show. I can't do it justice.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, all right. Look, I was 16. I was very nervous. I was hosting the show in front of tons of people. I'd never done anything like this in my life. And I just had this nervous tick where I was just like, yeah, all right. Every time like the crowd was like cheering or something.
Maybe it's something you heard Bruce do and you weren't just emulating him.
Maybe Laura. In that tone too, in that pitch.
Bruce.
Hey, I remember my first live show. I was scared.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
My first live show was at Lumos in 2006. And I was like, I was shaking. I remember that.
Gabriella wants to know, how did the goat joke with Micah start? Do you remember?
I really don't. First off, who says it's a joke? Why is it a joke?
Well, this had to have done with Aberforth, so we were probably talking about Aberforth and his goat.
Yeah, but I don't remember how it became a running joke. I just think it's something over the years that just kind of has stuck, and it's been fun to just play up.
Yeah.
And I expect to see Aberforth too in the upcoming Fantastic Beasts movies.
Yeah. I mean, why not? I mean,
especially
presumably,
flashback, right?
Yeah, they're gonna get into the whole like Ariana thing.
Story. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Letty says because Micah is the goat, greatest of all time.
Yep.
Morgan says, any chance you'll do another live show, maybe to celebrate 15 years? So I think coronavirus actually is like, our
Real.
plans might be coronavirus might affect our plans. We do have
for
some
a live
ideas.
show?
Yeah, for a live show. Obviously, because if it's live, we don't want to be gathering a lot of people together. But we have some ideas that we're kicking around because not only is it our 15th anniversary this August, but a few months after that, we're going to be hitting our 500th episode, which is an equally massive milestone. So we have some ideas, but I don't know. We'll just have to get through coronavirus first and then see where the world is at that point, because that could very well affect a lot of any plans that we have this year. We have some plans for the summer. But yeah, we'll see. So I wanted to get the earliest questions on here. But the chat is so crazy right now that I no longer can access the very first questions and comments. So
Repost your questions.
Yeah, I'm sorry to the people who submitted first. I was like, if you submit patrons, we'll definitely prioritize your questions. Pat says,
Patrick, we're not doing another 12-hour live show.
Man.
Actually,
Well, depending on how long coronavirus goes on.
we have some idea. No, not a 12-hour live in person show, but we have kicked around the idea for later this year doing a 12-hour live show or something similar, because people loved that 12-hour live show.
Yeah. I remember when we did that, I didn't even stay for the whole thing. I came for like 2-hour chunks.
Okay. I'm not sitting here with you guys for that long. To hell
Well,
with you.
I was also a freshman in college, and so I'm like in my dorm.
Yeah.
And of course, at 18, I'm like still very sensitive to like not feeling super comfortable telling people I'm a podcaster and I'm going to do a 12-hour live stream. Now I don't give a shit. Whatever. Oh, sorry.
You
darn.
can say that.
Andrew left.
Andrew? All right. This is weird.
Well,
we can't control questions now, though, either.
Yeah, I know. I guess we can just read them as they come through in the room.
There
he is.
Sorry. I accidentally hit the back button. This drink is so strong.
Have another.
I don't know what it is about the 12-hour live show, but a lot of people really did love that. I'm trying to remember if I was on the whole thing. I remember ordering pizza at one point.
Were.
Wow. Yeah. If we do the 12-hour live show again, I think we would all take a break, like every third hour or something, and rotate.
But that takes a lot of planning too. Like, I know you can call people, but you guys probably had a lot to talk about on that show too, right?
Yeah, obviously there was more happening.
I was away, I think. I remember you guys calling me.
Oh, how convenient. You were away and you couldn't make it.
Yep. Sorry.
No, but we are kicking around that idea because we want to hit another milestone on Patreon, and it ties in with a couple of the other plans that we have in terms of our Patreon goals. So, it might happen. It might happen. We're going to have to have a list of things to talk about every hour and just vamp on those for an hour. It'll also, I think the 12-hour live show was relaxed at points. It's not like we were having intense conversations for 12 hours straight. But
I think it was a lot like this, just kind of a relaxed hangout session that was punctuated by actual discussions.
Yes. Yeah. So we would do that this time.
That's cool.
This chat is very lively. Thanks to everybody who's participating. We can do 12 hours just on everything in here.
Seriously.
I
like Julie's idea of meeting at the New York City store when it opens.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, we speculated that there's some event space on the top floor because they said there's only 3 floors of merchandise, but in the concept art, it looks like 4. So maybe they will have something. I know one of the first comments that we got, and I think the guy's name was Ryan Post. I put his question up on the screen, Mike, at the very beginning, and you said he looked like Emerson.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. He was asking, is Wizarding World Gold worth it? and he was specifically asking about the videos on there, on the app.
Are you asking me?
Yeah, have you watched the videos?
No.
Yeah, me neither.
Do they must do push notifications, right? When there's new videos, new content. I don't know if I even have it turned on. Be honest with you. The app, I haven't really used it outside of getting that pin from the Lyric Theater.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really know what the value of Wizarding World Gold is outside of you getting early access to purchase Funko figures.
Yeah.
For your favorite person's Patronus, which is,
Yeah. So Wizarding World Gold, there aren't many great features. You get the journal, which is cool. You get a pin, which is nice. You get 20% off everything on wizardingworld.com, which is also pretty nice. You also get the ebooks. You can read those through the app. I wish the audiobooks were there. But yeah, they've had some like Wizarding World magazines that you can flip through. They release a new one each week, but there's nothing special in there. There's like a random clip from the movie and then a fun fact about filming. It's just not worth it. So yeah, like Micah, I haven't watched any of the videos on there. There was a Mina Lima like documentary featurette of sorts, and I tried to watch it, but the stream was all messed up. And I tweeted Wizarding World about it. They never replied, but other people did, and they were like, "Yeah, I was having problems playing back that video too."
Yeah, I wonder if initially they were planning to have sort of Wizarding World Gold and a lot of the filming for Fantastic Beasts 3 coincide with each other, where they could give more information to people. But given that it's been delayed now twice, if that's caused them to suffer a little bit, I don't know. I feel like maybe they would have used that platform to share that with fans, kind of a behind the scenes look.
Yeah,
and maybe they got screwed over by the fact that filming was delayed. I really don't know, but I'm just still trying to figure out why it's worth $75 a year. I don't really see what I'm getting out of it.
Yeah, for that reason, I've not signed up for it.
Well, the government might be sending us 2 checks for $1,000. Will you spend some of that money on Wizarding World Gold, Laura?
No.
I need to get groceries.
Yeah, exactly. I need to buy food for my house. Yeah, if you can find toilet paper, let me know. I swear, the couple of times I've tried to make pilgrimages to the grocery store, the paper goods aisle is just empty. It's like something out of The Walking Dead.
You need a refill, Andrew.
We got to learn. Don't say that. Pat's going to come out and refill the drink.
Go refill them, please.
We need to learn the Evanesco spell so we don't need toilet paper. A bidet is like the. Never mind. We shouldn't get into this on this podcast.
We can be like Jk Rowling gave us the solution here.
Right. Yeah. Ignoring these comments, encouraging Pat.
See, here they come. Somebody
said, y'all are distracting me. Stop it. Somebody said, oh, I forget now. Somebody said that Wizarding World Gold came too late, and I agree with that. It should have came out when the movies were coming out, but they didn't need it when the movies were coming out, because they were making money with the movies and all of that merchandise. The Wizarding World is expanding. I mean, it's going to be a long time before we see the TV show or another film series after Fantastic Beasts, but all that is going to come at some point, and they are preparing for the long haul. I think they're saying, we are the next Star Wars, so let's release as much merchandise as possible. Let's do a membership. Let's, frankly, take advantage of the fans. So,
yeah, it kind of sucks though that they haven't done a better job in terms of providing benefits. You'd think that there's still enough out there that they could use for that fans would be interested in, but it's just fallen flat. Even things like, do they do anything with Wizarding World Orlando or any of the places where you can get these pins? I mean, outside of getting the pins, I mean, like, do they give you like special discounts to Wizarding World? Do
you get 20% off everything online, and you get some other discounts like Studio Tour, and I think there's reserved bookings for the Cursed Child. But actually, because of coronavirus, with everything being closed, Studio Tour, Cursed Child, you can't buy new tickets right now. So anyway.
One app that's doing something good around coronavirus that's Harry Potter related is Wizards Unite, because they're making more. I think I mentioned this on the last episode. They're making more confoundables available for you to capture just sitting in your house.
Are you playing? The game more? Yeah.
Maybe.
What level are you?
Up. You know how long it takes to level up? 23, I think.
What level are you now?
23 or 24.
I'm loading up my app for the first time in like a month.
I know. I sent you a gift. You haven't even accepted it. Bastard.
So, well, maybe I should start playing again.
Don't you know
I
how this
haven't
works?
started. I haven't played this in forever.
Supposed to send gifts back, Andrew. It's not a one-way street here.
Well, I ain't playing, so I have no gifts to send.
Let's see.
Oh, this is how I know. I load it up and it's like, your version of Wizards Unite is out of date.
And Apple is not auto-updating the app like they're supposed to be. So
Don't
please
you have
update,
an inn
Laura.
like right by your house, or at least you did when you first started?
Yes, I did. OM Cantrell wants to know, what is your username, Micah?
Master Lupin.
Master, no numbers, just Master Lupin.
I got in early, dude.
And by popular request, here is the refresh drink. Thanks for that. And you can come on camera now.
Yay! Hi, Pat.
You made a drink, so you can show up. He wanted to tune into the live stream, so he's watching from the other room.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Yeah, he wanted to escape reality as well. I mean, he's working from home, so he gets to be with this joyous person, but that apparently wasn't enough.
Well, you know, it's not a novel. It's my dog shaking, by the way. You know, it's not a novelty anymore.
Is that his reflection in the mirror, though?
Yeah, actually, yes. You can kind of see her in the mirror behind me.
Sorry.
Do you think she cares? But yeah, she's just back there being a creep.
Here, I just zoomed in on Laura. Now you can see.
Yeah, she's sitting there just staring at me.
Yeah.
What a weirdo.
What a weirdo. Dogs. They're weirdos. Andre says, can we all agree that a TV show about Aurors would be freaking amazing, like CSI Aurors? Yeah, that would be cool.
Stop playing this game now. While we're doing a live show.
And Exor says level 36 on Wizards Unite. Wow.
Well, when you met your idol, your childhood idol,
he was playing. He was
like level 30 something already.
Yeah, I know. He just walks around and he was playing it, and he's like double my age.
Say your idol is Steve Vanderark, but that's
what? No, I admire
Leo Laporte.
Leo Laporte. Leo Vanderark. A medical drama in St. Mungo's. Oops, wrong one. Said Haley. There's
someone
Canella.
asked for a dog cameo, so here she is.
There's Canella.
It's my baby.
What a cutie.
Her name is Canella. She is from Costa Rica.
A rescue.
Yeah.
Cute.
And she's dying right now. Say what?
She looks chill.
Yeah, she really wants me to put her down.
Camera shy?
No, she just actually isn't super into lap sitting.
No.
I think because she's small, she I don't know, wants to get into a nook somewhere.
Mm-hmm. She's back in her spot now.
I don't know where. Oh yeah, she's right behind me being a creep again.
Jacques says, have Canilla and Brooklyn met? That's my dog, Brooklyn. No, they have not met.
No.
Brooklyn gets around quite a bit, but he hasn't been to Atlanta yet.
Also, Canella is
hates other dogs.
Well, no, she doesn't hate other dogs specifically. She just hates everyone that isn't like me and Mark.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
She's not super social.
That's okay though.
Yeah.
Neither are we.
Yeah, I know. It's a match made in heaven, honestly.
Phoebe said, where is Brooklyn? Over on the couch. Tired of me babbling into this corner of the room every night.
What about this comment from Natalie about possible future Universal rides? You see that, Andrew?
Oh, yeah. Here we go. Ministry of Magic, Quidditch needs to happen. Yeah, well, of course, my $1 million idea is I change the name of it every time. Dumbledore's magical astronomy tower of terror. And you fall off the astronomy tower, just like Tower of Terror at Disney. I think it's a great idea. A lot of people are into it. I think, that Tower of Terror is one of the best rides in the Disney parks, in my opinion. So I think Universal needs something similar, and you can fall with Dumbledore, and then like somebody will try to save him and push him back up to the top of the tower. So that's when your vehicle will fly back up in the air, and it'll just be an up and down battle to save Dumbledore. And then you hit bottom because Dumbledore dies.
Yep.
That's my latest addition to this ride. I hadn't thought about that before.
Definitely canon.
That's how you replicate Tower of Terror. What would you guys like to see, though, at Universal? Like, if they could add another...
Honestly, I really love all of the rides that are there, and I like a lot of the walkthroughs that come with those rides.
Mm-hmm.
So really what I'm the most interested in are more walkthroughs that are like super detailed replicas of the sets.
Mm-hmm.
I definitely think having a Quidditch roller coaster would be really cool. I feel like they could get away with doing one of those like 3D roller coasters similar to the other rides in the park, but just for Quidditch. I think that would be really fun.
That would be great.
Yeah.
Eric, Micah, you'll like this idea. Eric said, how about Aberforth's petting zoo? It's goats, just goats. You can only touch them with your hand on their back. That's it. Nothing else.
Unless your name is Aberforth, then you can touch them anywhere.
Nicole said hedge maze, like the third Triwizard Task.
See, that'd be cool.
That's cool.
Yeah, it could be like, like a corn maze type deal, except with terrifying stuff in it.
Mm-hmm.
Now, do you think when they expand again, because I'm sure they will, that they'll do it in Diagon Alley versus Hogsmeade? Because Diagon Alley, I mean, it has a lot of fun stuff to do, to just walk around, check out the shops and all the other small details, but doesn't really have a whole lot of rides outside of Gringotts.
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't have any rides outside of Gringotts.
Yeah. Well, they are building that entire new theme park down the road at Universal. Right. So they'll probably, whatever they do next, it'll probably happen there. I'm sure at some point they'll add something to Diagon Alley or Hogsmeade, but I think the priority right now is that third land. And the rumor is it's going to be Fantastic Beasts. I'm worried about
working on those movies
right
beforehand.
That's why I'm worried. Like, why build a land around Fantastic Beasts when we're only halfway through that franchise and the second movie didn't get great reviews? Like, that seems kind of risky to me.
I mean, also, didn't they build out a section or a ride for Kong Skull Island? And they were working on that before that movie even came out. Maybe. I remember we were in the park and I saw it and I was like, what is that?
Well, and Disney World Animal Kingdom has Avatar Land, and that's supposed to be a 5-film series, and they only have one movie out. Yeah, seriously.
That ride is great too.
The Avatar, yeah, it's a beautiful land. But maybe that shows the point of why they can forge ahead with Fantastic Beasts, a land about that. Because Avatar did it and worked well. So Alicia asked for specific Fantastic Beasts rides. I think flying on a beast of some sort, a dragon, like through New York.
Yeah. That's an easy win. I mean, you could even replicate like, oh, Newt's suitcase got opened again. We got to go get all the beasts again.
Yeah. Not again. Newt, keep those darn beasts in there for once and for all. Well, I think Newt's suitcase would actually be a great queue. You walk through all the different rooms.
Yeah.
Laura, since you mentioned the queue, you're going to love Hagrid's Magical Creatures Motorbike Adventure, because you're walking through the ancient grounds of Hogwarts, like back behind the castle. And there's all this history etched onto the walls. and you go through Hagrid's workshop at one point, and you see like his giant gloves and a couple of beasts and all these different posters of like a salamander and the blast-ended Scroot, of course.
Yeah.
It's really, really cool.
Yeah, I'm excited for it. I just haven't had a chance to make my way down there, and it doesn't seem like it's going to be an option for a while. So as soon as I
Hagrid's
can.
little tour is closed presently. Yeah. Any other ride ideas?
You know, Pat had mentioned earlier in the chat that they could do, and this isn't Fantastic Beasts, but that they could do something off of the Fort Anglia. And I was thinking, you know, they already converted the old Back to the Future ride into a Simpsons ride.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So, I mean, if they needed to convert that in the future, that's also an easy win for them.
But the Simpsons ride is like across the lagoon, so would they? And there, a train, as we know, connects the other two lands. So would like brooms connect, go over the lagoon?
Maybe, yeah, they could do like a sky tram.
Yeah, there you go. That's a good one.
Yeah, like they could copy the one that's over in Jurassic Park.
Yeah.
Except instead of telling you you're getting on a pterodactyl, they'll tell you you're getting on a broom.
They're actually adding a new Jurassic Park ride to that area. They haven't announced
Really?
anything, but it's well under construction at this point. So,
Nice.
yeah.
I'm just trying to think, like, where else would we like to go that we haven't been? So, like, the Ministry comes to mind. We talked about that.
Ministry, Forbidden Forest. Be cool.
Yeah, we're not. Yeah, I mean,
You need the shade in Orlando, so the forest would be a welcome addition.
Well, and couldn't they, if they needed to get rid of the old ET ride, couldn't they use that? Because the whole queue for ET is a forest.
I think they shut down ET.
What?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh,
Yeah.
dang.
Yeah.
Well, that was dumb.
The times are changing over at Universal. But yeah. Where else? Forbidden Forest, Ministry, Quidditch World Cup? That'd be a cool Quidditch land.
That'd be pretty cool. I would like to see something specific to the Department of Mysteries. I know this will never happen because it's probably too niche, but I would just love to see that because I feel like there are so many unanswered questions about the Department of Mysteries.
Yeah.
And personally, I feel like it was one of the missed opportunities in the Potter books. I really thought that we were going to go back there after book 5 and learn more about it. So I'd be down to see that.
We also need the Great Hall already. We need to be able to eat in the Great Hall.
that's a good one. Yeah.
Or stay the night at Hogwarts. Disney's building this Star Wars hotel. It's going to be super expensive. Really expensive. But it's like an experience. You stay for 2 nights, I believe, and they fill up your whole day with activities related to Star Wars. And it feels like you're sleeping on a spaceship and stuff like that. So it'd be cool to sleep in Hogwarts. That's all we all want.
Yeah, seriously. I just want to sleep on a really crappy 4-poster bed in a dormitory.
And wake up in the middle of the night after experiencing nightmares. Ah!
No,
I
it'd be
just
cool
killed
if
Arthur.
they simulated like Peeves waking you up in the night or something like that.
Peeves is your alarm clock. That'd be so cool. So we thought we could play Heads Up. Yeah, this is a really fun game. I'm sure some people who are listening live have played it before. If you've been to a theme park, speaking of theme parks, you've probably seen people playing this as they wait in line for Dumbledore's Astronomy Tower of Terror. How it works is it's charades.
Andrew, if you would have watched our live show from Boston, you would have seen that we played this with the folks from Pottercast.
Yes, that's true. Sorry, not like charades. It's like password. So we're each going to take turns putting our heads up game up to our forehead, and the other 2 people in this chat are going to have to give the contestant clues to correctly guess the answer.
And what is it? You flip it up to get right, down to...
Down is right, if you got it right. Up is the pass.
Pass. Okay.
Up is I don't know what you're talking about. So there are 2 Potter themed decks. There's Crimes of Grindelwald one, which Laura and I learned doing this for Millennial. It's actually all Fantastic Beasts. It's not Crimes of Grindelwald. And then there's a Harry Potter one too.
All right.
And we can do a little bit of a demo just to show people what it looks like and make sure that we can actually see each other's screens.
That looks good.
So like it would give us this, and then y'all would give me a hint. Skinny. Oh yeah, that's a great hint.
Earthy.
Those are not good.
Green.
Hints.
Bow truckle.
So if I were to pass, I would just tilt it down.
If you got it right.
Oh, if I did it right,
volume
yeah.
on?
So if it's right, I tilt it down. If it's C, I'm screwing it up. But if you tilt it up, then that allows you to pass.
Yeah. Okay. Who wants to go first? Laura, I mean, you just did a demo, so why don't you go first?
Sure. Hang on. Let me just make sure my screen brightness is okay, because
Yeah,
we're also going to minimize the window so that we can't cheat.
Yeah, because otherwise we can see the answers in our...
Yeah. Hang on. Can you see that okay?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay.
Why don't you make your full screen?
American Ministry of Magic.
Macusa.
Yes.
Yeah.
Newt's brother.
Oh, jeez. I don't remember.
Sexy. a fix spell to fix something.
Reparo.
Yes. Oh God, I forget this character. Do you have a clue, Micah?
Is it Yusuf Khan?
No. Just pass. I can't see it. Bring it a little closer.
Bit.
Can you see?
I have no... Is that a creature?
Oh, it's a dragon, but from Russia.
Pass. Try again.
Yeah,
Try again. Try again.
There we go.
All right, that was
y'all.
the worst round ever.
I know.
We're bad. Don't blame Laura. We're bad clue givers.
All right. Let me do one.
We're going to have to do better next time, y'all.
I'm going to save this. Here we go.
Why would I know what the Ukrainian Iron Belly is?
Yeah.
Why was Senator a clue?
Okay.
What?
Ready?
Oh.
Ready?
Is this for you, Andrew?
Yeah, I'm going to go next. This is a Harry Potter deck. Okay? I'm going to hide my screen. Oh, wait, let me feature myself first. Okay, here we go. You see it?
Yep.
Yeah. A class about old drawings.
What? History of magic.
No.
No.
Pass.
Appear out of nowhere.
Peer out of nowhere.
Appear out of nowhere.
Akio?
No. Like a person appears out of nowhere.
Oh my God, I don't know.
It's the opposite of disapparate.
Wait, moving on. Apparate.
Harry's aunt.
Petunia.
Yeah. Where Cho and Luna live.
Ravenclaw?
Yeah, but like, where is the Ravenclaw
Oh,
house?
Shit, I'm forgetting. Pass.
Sorry, I should be helping. What Ron and Harry play in
Quidditch. Chess.
No. Yes. Good enough. Old coot that gets drunk.
I did terrible. We did so well at this a few weeks ago. Apparate. Study of ancient ruins. Oh, I forgot about that. Runes. Right. Ravenclaw Tower. Oh, that was close enough. I said Ravenclaw.
I mean, if it was just Ravenclaw, I could have said what house are they in, not where do they live.
I thought you meant like a room next to the tower or something like that. Like, how do you get to Ravenclaw Tower?
You climb a lot of stairs, I think.
Yeah. All right, Micah. We'll see what we can do for you.
Yeah, I'm trying to load this back up because it doesn't matter which one I do. Potter or Fantastic Beasts?
No, whichever one you
I'll try Fantastic.
Do whatever you feel is right.
All right.
Nicole says, no offense, but you are doing really poorly, but super hilarious. Well, hopefully it's entertaining at least.
Yeah. There's a lot
Alright,
of pressure that comes with this.
Yeah.
All right. So I
Go
just
ahead.
got to minimize my browser, right?
Yeah, just hide so you can't see it in the preview.
Can you see it?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. Is it going to start?
Yep.
Yep.
Oh. To remove from a memory.
Yeah.
Remove a memory.
But it's
Should I pass?
Yeah, I guess so.
yeah.
A boot transfers you elsewhere.
Terry. Port key.
Yeah.
Yes. The whole thing, the
The
franchise.
whole universe.
Harry Potter.
No,
No.
the
Wizarding
franchise.
World.
Yes.
Yeah.
.com.
I have no idea
She
who that
played
is.
the little lady, the character who was the little lady in Crimes of Grindelwald.
Oh, Irma.
Yes.
Nice. What?
Pass.
Past that, I have no idea what that
Involving
is.
birds. Creature.
Oh, it's what Newt does the mating ritual with.
Rumpet.
Yeah.
Well, I think Micah did the best so far.
Yeah.
Oh, Obliviator.
Obliviator.
Cannery.
Are the Obliviators the people who are in the White Room?
Oh, yeah, erased your memory. Yeah, I
Yeah.
think so, right?
I
guess
don't
that would've-
remember if that was their title or not.
The cannery
That was
would be
fun.
where Jacob worked. Said
Oh.
two Rebeccas, spelled differently.
We are probably very disappointing to a lot of people.
Let's try Harry Potter again. You want to go
All right.
first, Laura?
Sure. Let me
Okay.
just pull it back up.
How do I get back to? Oh,
Okay, let me
it's
just
fun.
make sure. Hang on. Let me
I
adjust.
have no idea who that is. Crimes of Grindelwald, cultural impact, said Sydney.
Pretty much, man.
Sarah says, how did he know Irma? I mean, they
I
say
don't
her
know.
names multiple times, and I just remembered Irma.
Irma Dugard, right? Wasn't there?
Yeah, you got the last name right.
Hang on. Let me see if this is this easy to see.
Yeah, that's all right. If you
Okay.
bring it closer to the screen, I think that'll be helpful too. The camera.
Okay. All right, I'm minimizing. Oh God, I have to skip the instant replay thing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Can y'all see?
Yep.
Yep.
Dumbledore's
Yeah.
bird.
Fox.
Yep.
Yeah.
Swish and flick.
Warwick Davis.
Oh, Professor Flitwick.
Yes.
Oh,
The wand maker.
Wand maker.
Ollivander.
Yep.
Yep. Head of house. The red one.
McGonagall.
No, sorry. Yeah,
Well,
the founder.
Founder.
Oh, Godric Gryffindor.
Yeah. You receive this, and your whole life changes. Delivered by Al when you turn.
Hogwarts letter.
Yes.
Yep.
Dumbledore's got style.
He says this in the
Oh,
movie.
Kingsley.
Yes.
Yep.
Go ahead, Micah.
Oh, Night Bus weirdo.
Ernie.
The other weirdo.
I don't remember.
Comes to
Dan.
Death Eater.
Give it away.
All right.
Run away, Annie.
It's okay. I feel like this was pretty good.
The other weirdo.
That was good.
Okay, I got 6, y'all. I feel
Okay,
like I
not
got more
bad.
than that,
There you go.
honestly.
All right, let me try my hand again at Harry Potter. Hidden. And okay.
Can you make yourself? Oh, nasty term for
It's a slur.
Hermione.
Muggle. Mudblood.
Yep.
Yeah. Harry's cousin.
Dudley.
Yeah.
Player on the Quidditch team, Gryffindor Quidditch team, female.
Captain in Order of the Phoenix.
Angelina.
Yep. Oh,
what Lockhart turns loose on them in their first Defense Against the Dark Arts class.
It's the Cornish Pixies.
Yep.
Binns teaches it.
History of Magic?
Mhm.
Yep.
Oh, I'm going to win.
Oh, her suck
Current-
count is up to 46.
Yep.
or 7.
What? What's up to 40?
Her
What?
She has a
count.
suck count.
Oh, Umbridge.
Oh, what Eric
Eric
loves to wear.
Cloak. Yeah, cloak.
Yeah,
No.
good enough.
No?
Oh, well, okay.
Trelawney sucks. Oh, never mind. That was good.
Yeah. I'm in the zone. House robes. Oh, yeah. Prophecy. Okay.
I like how house robes come up and me and Mike are both like, Eric.
Prophecy. What Trelawney sucks at.
Except for twice.
Except for a couple of important times.
Yep.
All right.
All right.
I'm minimizing this again, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. Oh, wait. I don't...
Hey, shout out to all of our Euro crew who's here. It's the middle of the night there.
Yeah,
Thank you for
thanks
joining
staying
us.
up late.
I think this is right. All right, whatever. Fuck it. You see it?
Yep.
Yep. An exclamation that they use a lot about an ancient wizard and his facial hair.
What?
It's like it's a surprise statement.
2
Like,
words.
oh my god.
Pass.
Oh.
Pass.
Just pass.
Weasley Wizard Wheezes products, right?
Yeah.
They
think
fly
it's-
everywhere. Some alliteration.
Yeah. Just pass.
Pass.
Off to a great start.
A
You
language for
can
snakes.
talk. Yeah.
Parcel tongue, mouth.
Yes.
Parcel
Yeah.
mouth.
Oh,
Yes,
a person.
close
Yeah.
enough.
Oh,
Harry's Patronus.
stag.
Yep. Just a charm.
Spell.
What you do with your
Yep.
wand. Yep.
Cast a
Yep.
spell.
Yes.
They were in
Warwick
Gringotts.
Davis. little guy.
Oh, goblins.
Yep.
Yes. Little guy. That didn't help.
Oh, got it. Okay, Merlin's beard, fizzing whizbees. Okay.
Yeah, Merlin's beard. That was a great clue. Alyssa and Nicole said excellently explained,
Thank
and that was
you.
a great clue.
Yeah, no, it was. I just couldn't think of it.
Oh man.
I
Well-
only was prepared for that one because when we played this on Millennial, Andrew got Merlin's beard.
Oh,
and we were like struggling with how to explain it.
That's
so
a tough one. That's
It
a really
is.
tough one. You can't even be like rhymes with. Well, you just have to make up words. Curlin's
Yeah.
weird.
Sherlin's mirrored.
Does anybody want to go again, or are we good?
I don't know what's the chat feeling.
For that. Yeah, the chat has to tell us.
What should we do? You
Yeah.
can submit more questions too, if you want. We'll try to not lose them this time.
I can try Fantastic Beasts again or something. Wait, what? What are they saying?
Sort famous people. I know.
What? Oh, I don't feel like I'd be good.
Oh,
at that.
you know what? I have a good one though. So me and Mark actually did this a couple weeks ago. We were talking about there's this tendency of people to be like, oh, my mixed house would be like, I'm a Sliffenclough or whatever. Well, we were thinking about like, instead of mixing houses, like ranking them. So
Oh.
like, I'm a primary Ravenclaw, but then like, what are my secondary and tertiary
Yeah.
attributes?
Right.
So we could rank each other.
Yeah. Yeah, that's fine. Laura, you're a primary Ravenclaw.
Yes.
Secondary Slytherin?
Oh, okay. Why do you think that?
Cunning.
I'm cunning.
Yeah, of course
You
you
think
are.
I'm cunning? Wow,
And
I'm so flattered.
And you're smart and you're a bully.
And
No,
I'm
but
a
you are-
bully.
You are smart.
Have I bullied you? Andrew's like,
Occasionally. Behind my back, you definitely have.
well, I feel like we've all made fun of each other at some point.
We've all
for
spoken
sure.
about each other behind each other's backs.
Yeah.
But see,
All right.
but see, the great
Killing my
thing
voice
about
cracks.
the great thing about working together for 15 years is you do get past that and you just start saying it to their face.
Oh, right. True.
You're a freaking pain in my butt. How would you rank me? Secondary,
Okay, so you're
primary,
definitely
secondary?
you're definitely a primary Slytherin. I think, and this might be kind of weird to you, but I think that you could be a secondary Hufflepuff.
Do explain.
Mainly because so you've got this exterior, right? And you like to joke about not having a soul. But
Go.
but just from like our personal friendship, you do have like a soft, mushy inside. Like you are very sweet and actually very loyal
Oh, that's
to your
very
friends.
nice.
And like,
Yeah.
I mean, I think about the podcast, for example, like we've worked together for so long, not just on MuggleCast, but like any time, like we've all stuck together, I think is the thing. And I feel like
Yeah.
you're kind of the glue that has held that together. So to me, that seems like a distinctly Hufflepuff attribute.
Can't argue with that reasoning at all.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I do think it's unusual though to be a primary Slytherin and a secondary Hufflepuff. I think that that's
Yes.
rare.
I'm a man of two faces. Maybe I need a Hufflepuff one of these and I'll stitch them together.
Yeah. Or just like, yeah, exactly. Like cut them in half and then sew them up. I'm a hat stall between a Slytherin and a Hufflepuff.
Right, yeah. I'll do it diagonal across the crest here, so I'll get half of each crest. That'd be really cool. Yeah, I can go with that. I was going to give myself Slytherin and Gryffindor.
Why do you say that?
Well, brave. I feel like I'm brave.
Do you?
And ambitious. I'm definitely ambitious.
Yeah. Isn't that more of a Slytherin trait though?
True. But I feel like Gryffindors are as well. I mean, just look at Harry and Ron and Hermione.
Yeah. Is Ron ambitious?
He's up for the challenge.
I'm not trying to be rude. You know,
You used to love Ron, so
and I still do love Ron.
Mhm.
But of the three of them, he is not the most ambitious.
But I just mean he's up for the challenge. He'll go out with Harry and Hermione to go, take down Voldemort or search for Horcruxes or whatever.
Okay. Let's
Chasing
do
Fluffy.
Micah.
Oh, Micah. Well, you self-identify as a Ravenclaw, right?
Yep.
I would say that's your primary.
Yeah, I agree.
I'm
gonna let you take the lead on this, Andrew.
Oh gosh.
Since I did you.
Not Slytherin. You're too good for Slytherin. I'll say Gryffindor.
I agree.
Yeah.
That's what I was gonna say too. Why do you think that?
Well, I think oh gosh, I don't know. The voice.
It's just Gryffindor.
Micah's brave. He's determined. He's a very good worker for MuggleCast. He's very reliable. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. I think Micah is also, when I think of somebody who's really consistent, Micah's super consistent.
Yes.
And that strikes me as a distinctly Gryffindor-esque trait.
Yeah. If we didn't have this live event today, he would have had the Google Doc made already for this weekend's MuggleCast.
That's true. I've shirked my responsibilities in terms of putting the doc together for this
that's
week.
the thing. You also have a strong sense of like what needs to be done.
Yes.
Which
I like. I like when somebody's like that.
Nope.
Yeah.
Definitely helps keep things on track.
Mm-hmm.
Me, I'm just like, I will put in my notes when I feel the time is right.
When you feel the time is right.
when I really feel inspired and when I feel like I'm gonna offer the best
Take
possible.
your time. Take your time. No
He
rush at all.
He doesn't mean that.
This isn't a weekly podcast. We don't have deadlines or anything. Take your time whenever you feel inspired.
So I'll start the doc after we're done tonight.
Thank you. I was going to work on the plans tomorrow as well, so we can tag team it.
What about Eric?
Well, Eric's a Hufflepuff, right? He thinks he's a Hufflepuff.
He is Hufflepuff. Like he's primary Hufflepuff, secondary Hufflepuff.
Tertiary.
I mean, that balances us out all pretty well, I think.
Yeah, that's true.
Mm-hmm.
I used to identify as Gryffindor, and then a couple years ago, I converted to Slytherin. I just decided to become a rebel, and I didn't want to recognize myself anymore. So then I became Slytherin. What happened was I was at Wizarding World LA, and I was like, I really love that Slytherin crew sweater. So I bought that one. And from that day on, I was Slytherin.
That's actually a really Slytherin thing to do.
Actually, I think the second question that we got, thinking back to the very start of this comment section when we asked patrons to submit, the second question, I'm sorry, I can't remember your name. She said, do you believe that our house assignment evolves over time? Do you think the one that we have as we're a kid is the one we should have as an adult? I don't think so. We change as people. Especially, you think about how young they get into Hogwarts.
Yeah.
They don't know who they are. I still don't know who I am.
Yeah.
So,
it reminds me a lot of like, not all schools do this, but a lot of public high schools in the United States offer different kinds of tracks, like a college track or a technical track. And they're asking 14-year-olds to decide which track they want to be on, as though a 14-year-old has any idea whether college or technical professions are right for them. So imagine being 11 years old and being put into a house and having your whole identity shaped by that. I mean, that's a lot of pressure.
That is a ton of pressure.
Honestly, as a kid, and I think that this was mostly just influence from the books, but I definitely aligned more with Gryffindor as a child when I was reading the books, because all the main characters that I liked were in Gryffindor.
Right. That was the cool house to be a part of.
Yeah.
Right.
So you aligned with Gryffindor as a child. Do you know when you changed?
Is that really your
Do I know when I turned?
To the dark side?
I think probably around the time we started doing MuggleCast.
Okay.
To be honest, but like I never really thought about it that much. Like there was never a time where I was like, I am a Gryffindor and I'm only buying Gryffindor merchandise. It was more like, oh yeah, like Gryffindor's cool. I guess that would be where I would want to be. Correction.
I'm only going to ask my parents to buy me Gryffindor merchandise.
Sorry. What you guys didn't know is that I've been working full time since I was 11 years old.
Also, I see my brother is in the live chat. I didn't expect that. Oh, sorry.
Oh, hi, Ryan.
What to do in Hogwarts if quarantined? Ryan is quarantined right now in Florida because he works at Disney World and
us too.
Disney World is closed. What to do in Hogwarts if quarantined? Well, you can take a walk around the halls. You just got to keep 6 feet between you and other wizards.
You can try to get into the girls' dormitory.
Yeah,
it won't work, but it'll turn into a fun slide.
No. Ryan would make it work.
You can brew some potions. You can hang out with Moaning Myrtle. You can go.
Oh yeah, she's a blast.
Yeah. It's funny that we're reading Order of the Phoenix now, because I feel like basically what Umbridge does is put the school on quarantine in some respects.
Yeah.
So,
oh my God. True. Umbridge is coronavirus.
Jk Rowling knew.
Actually, Food Forest next door just said 6 feet away sounds like an Umbridge decree. Yeah, for sure.
Isn't there a point in the book where she has a decree that all boys and girls have to be 6 inches away from each other?
Oh,
I think
rings
that's
the bell.
thing. Yeah.
Wow. She was really ahead of her time. Trump should have
She
hired her. Yeah, what else would you do in Hogwarts? You would read. Hermione would read.
Yeah.
Hermione would do 12 feet of separation from everybody.
She would.
6 feet.
She would
not
take
be
on a
enough.
bunch of additional like self-study classes to fill the time.
Yeah.
Maybe
You
like
think you-
sneak into the Forbidden Forest, get on a Thestral, go for a spin.
That's a good way to quarantine. You won't be
Yeah.
around anybody else out in the forest.
Yeah, nobody wants to go near Thestrals, so you're safe.
Do you think Hermione would knit face masks for the house elves?
Well, hopefully they're N95 quality.
Yeah, they probably don't. They probably can't get it. So.
Justin said, how did you guys find MuggleNet? We were so young. I can't remember that first day, but I guess through Yahooligans, which was Yahoo for children.
Yeah.
I don't know, whatever search engine I was using, I'm sure I searched Harry Potter. And like many of you, probably found MuggleNet. Hopefully my site. No, you didn't find my site. HPANA, Veritaserum, the Leaky Cauldron. Those were all the big ones.
Yeah, I think I actually found HPANA first, and then they probably linked to a MuggleNet story.
Mm-hmm.
And then I was like, I mean, I was homeschooled and I was in high school, so I was so bored. And I spent a lot, probably an unhealthy amount of time on MuggleNet. Like, I remember even my parents being like, it's cool. Like, we love that you love Harry Potter, but like, you
Get a
know,
life.
like, you want to go outside? And then I applied to be a fan fiction moderator, and then I really never went outside.
Then your parents were really concerned about you.
Yeah, I think so.
How'd you find it, Micah? Do you remember?
No, I really don't. Like, I one summer started reading the Potter series, and then I probably just went online. I don't remember how I found it, but I know I found first the editorial section, because I was reading up on all the different theories. Like, there was really great editorials on MuggleNet. Like, the Underground Lake comes to mind, and just really, really amazing stuff that people came up with. And then eventually you guys put out the podcast, and
Yeah.
everything else was history. I remember.
And now you have a copy of a letter from Jk Rowling. Look how far you've come.
Yeah.
Isabella said, if they barely try to shut the school when a giant snake is murdering everyone, they wouldn't shut it for coronavirus.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Because, you see, ladies and gentlemen, Hogwarts is starting to sound like a security nightmare. Security nightmare.
Oh, man.
Security
Yeah.
nightmare.
I mean, think about it. You know, Sirius Black broke into Hogwarts. There was weird stuff happening around the Triwizard Tournament. Voldemort came back, like all these things in school. Even when Voldemort is back, people are still, and there are Death Eaters at the school, people are still sending their kids to school.
Yeah.
What the heck?
Who cares? They're out of our hair. Keep them away.
Now, I saw somebody suggest this earlier. Andrew, do we have the capability to do the dueling club?
We can try to bring on a listener.
All right.
It's going to get messy for a minute, though. Well, should we pick somebody in particular, or because if I send everybody the invite link, there's going to be a million requests in here.
Oh,
you know what I mean? That's why I'm a little.
maybe we save the dueling club for another time then.
Okay, yeah. I mean, we can do dueling club if you want it.
Yeah, but no.
Okay,
That other game was more fun, in my opinion.
it was. I agree. Somebody just brought up, I think Isabella was her name. I'm trying to find it now. She recalled that there was here it is. Yeah. Oh no, that wasn't it. Here it is. Madison. She said, I remember finding a conspiracy theory website called Dumbledore is Not Dead. Yes.
Oh, yeah.
DumbledoreIsNotDead.com.
Andrew, didn't you buy a similar domain about Dumbledore is not something?
I either bought dumbledoreisdead.com or dumbledoreisalive.com or something.
I thought that after Jk Rowling announced that Dumbledore was gay, in making fun of all of the homophobes, you purchased a domain.
Oh, Dumbledore is not gay.
Yeah.
Is that it? Yeah.
I think it was dumbledoreisnotgay.com, and you had this like whole facetious little blurb typed up on there being like, I refuse to believe it.
That's right. That's right. Yeah, I was pretending to be like Laura Mallory or somebody down in the South.
Yeah. Now it just redirects to Fox News.
Chris says, Andrew, say Bob fail. Bob fail. Bob fail.
What is that?
That was a running bit on the show for a while.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I feel like I've seen Laura post this in here a few times, and I feel bad every time I see it go by. She wants to know, what is our favorite MuggleCast memory?
When I embarrassed myself with the Yeah, All Right in 2005.
That's your favorite?
No, I'm kidding.
Okay. I was like, damn. All these years, all these memories, and that's the one.
Who's got one? I don't know. It's tough.
I think, I mean, this is going really far back, but we talked about the podcast awards earlier. I think that was one of the only times that we were all together.
Mm-hmm.
And so that would, I mean, when we're talking about the original sort of 7 people who hosted the show, yeah, that would probably be one of the better ones, just because we don't get the opportunity. I mean, now it's a little bit easier when there's only, 4 of us to get together, but we don't really get the opportunity to come face to face with each other very often, at least from that. So.
Randomly featuring an LMAO. Sorry.
That was supposed to be a serious moment.
Did we
reflective?
Speaking of, Micah, do you remember, did we intentionally have 7 hosts? Did we do that on purpose?
No,
it wasn't intentional.
Oh, that's so serendipitous.
It's just meant to be. No, I don't. Yeah. Well, I mean, over the history of the show, we've probably had close to 10 at this point, right? Us 3, Eric, Jamie, Ben, Matt, Mikey, Elisa. That's 9.
Mm-hmm.
Kevin.
Always forgetting Kevin exists.
It's like Home Alone. You just always forget him.
Jk Rowling didn't forget him.
No,
he's on the letter.
But she did forget Eric. I think Jk Rowling was just really did not like the caption contest.
Dang, that brings back memories. I have a lot of there's a lot of good stuff, but one of the things that sticks out to me is the whole experience of being in London for the book 7 release. Because me and Jamie cried together. It was really we both ugly cried. As soon as we had the book, we were at some after party in the bookstore, and me and Jamie were just looking at the sight of London. We could see the London Eye in the distance. And Jamie just started hugging me and was like, Laura, this has been our lives. And I was like, I know, Jamie. And then we cried all the way back to the hotel. And then we stayed up all night reading the book together. It was the most wholesome experience ever. You get a group of teenagers together in a hotel room, and we were literally all just sitting around reading. It was very cute.
Yeah. We stayed up all night reading that, and then we did a live stream on Ustream.
Yeah.
Once we had all finished the book. I don't know how much later that was.
It was 24 hours.
Was it? Okay.
Yeah, we read very quickly.
Yeah. Oh, and Mikey B. Did I say Mikey B? Or
yeah, we have the 7.
Okay,
right?
A couple people shouting him
4.
out. Yeah, and Selena was on for a little while.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe Pam? Gabriella said, maybe.
She may have done an episode or 2.
Yeah, there's been sporadic appearances from some people.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think London is also my favorite memory, Laura. I agree, because that was very special. We did our live episode, right? Hours
Mhm.
before the release of book 7, and I think that was episode 100.
Yeah.
That worked
And
out
we
perfectly.
all got all dressed up and everything for the panel, and
Mhm.
it was really cool.
Yeah.
Nice.
I had terrible acne, and I still do.
No, you don't. Your face is beautiful.
And yeah, so and that was just so cool reading the book together, and that was the same month that the Order of the Phoenix movie came out. So that was just a crazy month for the Harry Potter fandom.
That was a whirlwind too, because we all went to LA for the Order of the Phoenix premiere, and then the next month some of us were in London for Deathly Hallows to come out.
Right. Yeah, that was a really crazy month. So yeah, I would say that one best memory.
I'm reading these comments. I first read this comment as Jamie is married and has a life, as opposed to has a different life.
Yeah,
I mean, either of those would be a fair statement.
we've been doing this for 15 years now, and people evolve and decide, hey, I don't want to do a Harry Potter podcast anymore. It's not because he doesn't love Harry Potter anymore. Everybody who's been involved with MuggleCast and MuggleNet and every other site and podcast in the fandom everybody still loves Harry Potter, but he has just decided it's not for me anymore, and that's okay.
Yeah.
Now, that said, he didn't invite any of us to the wedding, and I am a little hurt by that. And I can say that because he's probably sleeping right now. He's in the suburbs of England, and it's like 2 a.m. There's no way he's awake right now.
But that said, I mean, I'm sure he would come back, schedule permitting, wife permitting, on the show.
Yeah,
but in all seriousness, I'm sure he would. He's been on, before, like not fairly recently, but within the last.
And we can grill him on why he didn't invite us to his wedding. I met Sophie back in 2008. They have been together for a very long time. So
yeah, I've never met
them.
her, actually. I think the last time I saw Jamie was before he met her.
I don't know if this is the last time I saw Jamie, but when I saw Jamie and Sophie, that was in 2008 for the release of Beetle the Bard. We went back to Waterstones, London, and did another event there. But yeah, good times. So Jamie, yeah, I mean, I'm sure he's doing well.
Yeah, I think for the most part, everyone's doing well.
Yeah.
One other moment that stood out to me though too was it 200 where we interviewed David Heyman? That was a big milestone episode for us, but also the fact that we could get the producer of the Potter films to sit down and talk with us. And
right.
I know we've talked about it on the show, but he couldn't have been more gracious with his time, talking for 45 minutes. He probably would have talked for another hour if we wanted him to. And so, I mean, that's an episode. If newer listeners haven't listened to that episode, I definitely would recommend it because it's just the stories he tells and the insights that he has. It's just one of the best. So that stands out to me.
Hannah is asking funniest memory. For me, the thing that jumps
Laura's
out
pants right there.
Yeah.
hanging up on Micah's wall now is when we accidentally left the F word in an early episode of the show, and
called out.
And we got a lot of emails about it. And to strike back on the following episode, we did this F-bomb ridden opening and bleeped out every single F-bomb. And people loved that opening. They still tell us about it. I think somebody in the comments here said it a little while ago. People just loved that opening because we're answering people's complaints about the accidental F-bomb by dropping a ton more F-bombs in the show and bleeping them all out. I think it's called What the Bleep, somebody said.
Yeah, I think somebody just put that.
Yeah, What the Bleep. Dude. Thank you, Leah and others. So
when this was not that long ago, but when you called that school, or was it in Tennessee?
Oh yeah,
voicemail. I could not stop laughing. I had to put myself on mute because you were just so serious about it.
Yeah,
call me back.
Please call me back.
We were like, you figured out how to do magic. Please tell us how.
Also,
Never got a call
fairly
back.
recently, the somebody called was like Dobby is Draco's father. Do you remember that?
Oh yeah, that was good.
Super high.
Yeah, we have a lot of creative listeners.
I also do remember one time, I don't know why this just occurred to me. But we would have people write in a lot about just lots of random things. And of course, we were, all like late teens, early 20s. And somebody wrote in at one point and was like, I could distinctly hear somebody ripping a bong at this specific timestamp. Who was it? And I don't think we ever found out if there was anyone doing that.
It's possible, though. Post Deathly Hallows, a couple of the MuggleCasters went through a bong phase for sure. I completely forgot about that. That's funny.
That was funny.
Alyssa brings up, and I'm proud to be an American. Jamie heard I'm proud to be an American in Vegas and just fell in love with the song. He would cry over it every time he listened to it and would dance to it like completely infatuated. Yeah.
How about Cascada, right?
Cascada,
yeah. He would jump on the bed, right?
Yeah, we have pictures of that. If I can find those
every time we touch. That was his song.
Yeah.
I also really this isn't a funny memory per se. It's just a good one. But I remember at Lumos, the first Harry Potter conference a lot of us went to. I remember there was like a book circle where we all sat around and like read Harry Potter out loud. And of course, cool. Eric was the one moderating it. So that was actually my first time meeting Eric. And then I came up and visited y'all, and it was my first time meeting a lot of you. Micah, I think the first time I met you in person was in New York.
Probably. Yeah. And probably after like a couple of years too.
Yeah. I mean, it is really surreal. Yeah. Still to this day.
Been avoiding each other.
Well, you lived here,
but somehow
so I
he
can't
has
say
my
that we never
pants.
met.
Yeah, I did live in New York.
Eric sent them to me.
No, but I did live in New York for a couple years, and
yeah.
me and Micah and Kevin used to meet up and grab drinks every so often.
Yeah,
Kevin would usually pay.
One time, right?
Yep, yeah, that's right. That actually
was cool.
That actually became one of my favorite bars in the city.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
it's a good place.
I don't have the photo of Jamie jumping on the bed in Vegas, but I'm going to embarrass Ryan if he's listening right now, because here's a photo of Jamie.
Oh my God. Okay, so I am also going to embarrass Ryan. I remember when we were which live show was this? It was the same summer as Lumos. So we went to Vegas, and then we went to New York, and we had a live show in a Borders, I think. Union Square, maybe?
Yeah.
And we had a whole bunch of MuggleNet stickers.
Yes.
And Ryan took a bunch of them and just covered his entire shirt with MuggleNet stickers.
Yeah.
And I distinctly remember him just walking around like that, like totally this is normal.
He was very young. I have the photo somewhere. It comes up in my Facebook or something. I wish I could pull it up right now, but
it was very cute.
Yeah.
I think I still, hold on a sec. That I might have.
Ryan decked out. Actually, I might have it right
not
here.
Ryan.
Let's see. Actually. But yeah. Good times in the Harry Potter fandom.
Mm-hmm. No, we were all very lucky.
Yeah.
Yep. That was the one.
Yeah. I still have so many of those stickers.
I do somewhere too.
Many.
We also have these guys right here. These are pretty cool.
Business cards. Pretty cool.
Oh.
They're cool.
Yeah,
Laura, surprise. We have business cards.
Yeah, that have my full name on them.
Yeah, thanks for revealing Laura's full name, Micah.
We're all friends here. We've been talking for 90 minutes.
Yeah, it's
great
fine.
job.
Whatever. It's mainly so that my socials don't have my full name on them.
Socials.
Yep.
What else? I'm trying to think. I have random.
Oh God, I have so many photos. It's ridiculous.
Best thing.
Yeah,
Box.
the Funkos, they've been doing a really good job with the Funkos. WizardingWorld.com has some cool ones I noticed. Harry with invisibility cloak, Ron barfing up the slugs, some that I had never seen before. It's like, dang. Yes, the goat. You showed us the goat, Micah.
No,
we get
Kate.
it.
Kate is asking in the chat. Maybe she didn't join until recently. She's asking to see the goat. So, you want to hear it or just see it?
I've heard enough.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Justin says, how much for a MuggleNet business card? They're not for sale.
MuggleCast.
What did I say?
Speaking of
MuggleNet.
your goat, Micah, so back when we did Pickle Pack, I ran the MuggleCast P.O. box, and we got so much pickle-themed stuff. Somebody sent a yodeling pickle that you just pushed a button and the pickle yodeled. Somebody else hand carved us each a wand, but the handle of the wand was a pickle. It was like
wow.
they sent so much pickle stuff.
It's
pickle. That was our thing back in the day. And if Warner Brothers ever says, "Hey, you can't be called MuggleCast anymore," or your Patreon can't have Muggle on it, we're switching to Pickle Pack. We're going back to the glory days. And people are gonna love it. We're gonna get more patrons than ever because they're gonna be mad, just like we will be, that Warner Brothers tried to shut us down.
You know what makes
backup plan.
What makes me more mad is that we made Patreon before Patreon was a thing, and we could have
invented Patreon.
We could have
could have been called Pickle On. Pledge to our Pickle On.
You should see if the person who started Patreon was actually a member of Pickle Pack back in the
day. Jack Conti, I think his name is. I once met him and I went up to him and I had this dream that Patreon had shut down. And I told him about this dream. I said, Jack, I had a dream that Patreon was shut down. And I cried in my dream like I never cried before. And he's like, don't worry, Patreon's not going anywhere. I'm like, whoo, thank you.
He just has to tell you that, Andrew.
Thank you to everybody who pledges, who's listening live right now.
Yes.
Yeah, greatly appreciate that. Great, today appreciate that. Somebody said Crimes of Grindelwald, least favorite Crimes of Grindelwald character arc. Yusuf. I have no clue what's going on with Yusuf.
Queenie. I've already established why this is, but the TLDR is they completely ripped down the entire character that they had established in the first Fantastic Beasts movie and turned her into a woman who couldn't control her emotions and was just so bowled over by her love for a man that she does really irrational things.
Mm-hmm. How about you, Micah?
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to follow that, honestly. I would agree with both of you, actually. I think, but I don't think it's Yusuf's fault. I just feel like the writing was so bad because they basically made him seem important, but then made him meaningless at the end of the movie. Mm-hmm. Like, what was the point of even having him in there?
Yeah. Nolan said Yusuf/Lita for sure. Yes, it's very confusing right now. Hopefully they're going to straighten that all out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And same goes for Queenie, Laura. I think they've torn her down. Jk Rowling has torn her down so she can rebuild Queenie. And you'll be like, oh, thank goodness.
Well, as long as it makes sense.
Yeah. Well, now Steve Kloves is involved.
Thank God.
I know you two aren't very Hollywoody, but
no.
If they delayed this for like 6 months, do you think the movie could get pushed beyond the November 2021 date that it's currently set for?
Yeah. I mean, think of how much production has to go into these movies. Like,
the special effects.
Yeah.
I think that's the problem because that would take months to complete all that. Like they can film all this in a few months. That's not the problem. It's all the special effects, and they're going to use a lot.
Yeah. I mean, they could maybe work on those from home right now.
That's true. Yeah. Yeah.
Film the movie from
home over Zoom.
From home. It'll be better.
Over StreamYard, which we're using. This works fine.
Yeah. Because I think people often forget about the fact of the crew, right? I mean, it's not just the principal actors, it's the crew that is integral to the success of the filming of the movie. And if they can't work, then yeah.
I was thinking what could really push it back is all these movies that are being postponed now, they're going to move to later in the year. And then they're going to have to take those movies that are currently flagged for later in the year and move them. It's going to be a domino effect. It's going to push everything. So that's if Fantastic Beasts 3 gets delayed, I think that's going to be why, because there's going to be this ricochet effect where all the movies are just getting pushed and pushed and pushed. Because Bond, that was supposed to come out in April. I was looking forward to it. I've been rewatching all the Daniel Craig Bond movies. It was supposed to come out in April. Now it's coming out in November. Now something else in that November weekend is going to have to move because you don't want to compete with Bond. So,
seen a lot of comments about Graves, and I agree with the general sentiment. He would have been an amazing character to continue throughout this series. Hopefully they bring him back in some capacity.
Yeah, Graves, I think it hurts extra because we fell in love with him so quick, and then he gets replaced by Johnny Depp, basically.
Yeah.
Like, wait, what? So, all right. Well, that it. Should we wrap this up?
Yeah.
Should we end with the game of what were we playing? Heads up.
Heads up. Who wants to go?
I think Andrew, you did the best, so you should go.
Oh, that's so nice of you.
That just means that our clues were awesome, Laura.
That's true.
As the Ravenclaws of the group.
It's
that
true.
is only to be expected.
Represent.
Making the Slytherin look smarter than he actually is.
My mom is tuned into the live stream right now. She's been texting me pictures of Ryan watching. So here's Ryan with the pickle pack shirt with Harry Potter glasses and scar.
That is the most adorable thing. I think what gets me is you and Ryan look so much alike.
No.
Yeah, you do.
And now my sister's watching. Why is everybody tuning in right now? Can everybody please let me do my thing?
Ryan definitely sent the link around.
Well, everyone's quarantined, man. They need stuff to do.
Yeah, all three of them are getting paid time off right now. I don't have time off. I'm still working. Now this camera's out of focus. All right, so I'm going to do heads up.
Yeah.
Okay. Harry Potter, Fantastic Beasts.
Whatever makes you feel good.
Whatever your heart feels.
It's going to be Harry Potter then.
Okay.
My heart always feels Harry Potter. My out of focus heart. Come on, camera. You can do it. Tell me if this doesn't work.
It's all right.
Okay. Yeah, it's good.
Oh, has Voldemort on the back of his head.
Quirrell.
What blank club? We were going to play it earlier.
I can't read it.
Dueling Club.
Oh.
Yeah, move it. Oh.
Harry's nemesis at school.
Draco.
Yeah.
Flitwick
Professor Flitwick.
What about him?
He says it.
Says it.
Says this.
Swish and Flick?
Yeah.
Yep. Happy St. Patrick's Day, the little guy.
What?
It's the little guy who
got me Lucky Charms.
A leprechaun?
Yeah.
Yep. Oh, Dumbledore's army meets here.
Room requirement.
Fawkes drops this every once in a while.
It's Harry's
An
one
egg.
core.
You're getting a text from somebody.
Dragon, heartstring.
No.
Pass.
Phoenix feather, and
Hermione's crush.
I
Crumb?
was going to say Hermione's first boo.
That was good though.
All right. Yeah, that was Becca texting LOL after hearing me. All right, cool. Well, I think we should wrap this up. We've been going for close to 2 hours now. Thank you to everybody for tuning in tonight. What's so funny?
I'm just reading the comments. I'm sorry.
Madison likes an egg. You guys said something that comes from Fox. Like, Fox is a bird.
I was like, it's Harry's wand core.
I forgot.
Oh, true.
This is stressful. Yeah, well, thank you everybody for listening.
Yeah,
we
thank
know
you.
this is a troubling time right now, so we really wanted to do something for everybody, and we'll be back this Tuesday. If you're on Patreon, you can tune in on Saturday. I think we're recording our next episode.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Thanks everybody who supports us there, and just stay safe, wash your hands,
Don't touch your face.
Don't touch your face. Very difficult for me.
Yeah,
Yep.
I've struggled with this.
I did it a bunch of times during the show.
You're always touching your face on camera, Micah. Micah loves grabbing his chin. That's not good right now. You got to stop that.
know.
Practice social distancing.
by myself.
Yes, and enjoy, practice and enjoy social distancing. It's important. I mean, Laura and I, we're old pros at this. We never leave the hope anyway, so it's not really a problem for us.
Yep.
This is just like any other day.
We were born for this moment.
And hope everybody, again, enjoyed this, and have a good night.
All right.
Bye, y'all. Love you guys.
Love y'all.
Bye.
Bye.